my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a tarot card reading for anyone who has the sign of Aries as their sun, moon or rising sign. You are very welcome here. My name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer, and I'm doing a really bad job of shuffling these cards today. This is designed for the start of April. However, this is also timeless, so if it does pop up on your feed with that time, then please continue to watch. I'm based in Scotland in the UK, and I would love it if you would subscribe and like and leave a wee comment. So the idea today is that we're going to do what is holding you back, what you need to focus on whilst I throw everything everywhere, and what you can do about it and what you can't do about it, and the potential outcome. I shall shuffle one more time, see what else wants to come out, and we shall collect these cards and then we shall deal them out. I only take cards that jump out at me. I don't read reversals. So the card that we have here is what you need to focus on. This is what is holding you back. This is what you can do about it. This is what you can't do about it. And you just have to accept. And this is a potential outcome. So Aries, let's have a look. The thing that you need to be focusing on is the Princess of Swords, and this is the Page of Swords, typically in the Rider-Waite deck. Swords are all about your thoughts and about decision making. And this Princess of Swords is showing that you should be focusing on what opportunities you have in front of you rather than ones that you think that you've left behind in the past and that you have regrets about. She has a sword pointing down, and when they're pointing in this direction to the left, it means that this is looking back into the past. In her other hand, in the future, there is this scroll, this magic special scroll, which is just hovering out of her reach at the moment. And the reason it's hovering is because she's looking back to the past and she's defending herself. She is still thinking and perhaps regretting the situations she's had or the decisions that she's made in the past. I say she because this is a mainly female feminine energy deck, but this obviously relates to whoever this is listening to this reading. So you need to stop looking behind and looking at the opportunities that you have coming to you. The thing that is holding you back is the World card. And perhaps you are just not able to focus at the moment. Perhaps you have too much on your plate. Perhaps you are just, you've got too many things going on. You're wanting to be in this position where you do literally have the world in your hand, but I feel like you can't sort of see the wood for the trees because you're still too caught up in how you've been left to feel by situations that you've been in your past. And perhaps by it being the World card, and this is a major arcana card, and that means that it's a very strong, sort of long-lasting energy. Perhaps you just feel like there's too much going on. Is it that you aren't... I want to say that you need to switch the news off because it's affecting you. And as harsh as it sounds, there isn't really anything that we can do when we do listen to the news on the television or the radio. At the end of the day, if it's like the news that's in the UK, it's all very depressing. And it doesn't do us any favours to listen to it, because if you are a thoughtful person and you're empathic, or you just have any sort of, you'd have to be a heartless to not be affected by listening to the things that you hear in the news and what's going on in the world. And I want to say that you need to switch that off, because the world is a difficult place and it isn't doing you any favours by listening to what's going on in it. What you can do to help yourself is to be a little bit protective of yourself. The Six of Wands is the Rider-Waite deck typically has a man riding in a sort of a parade, and he's done something wonderful, and it looks as though the crowd are all sort of cheering him. If you look really closely, there are a few people who have got sort of sour faces, almost as though they're a bit jealous as to the achievement that this person's had. And I think what you need to do is you just need to be a little bit wary as to who you're telling of your ideas. I think that you have lots of them. You can see here the Six of Wands are coming out of the head of, well, not literally out of, are around the head of this hawk, and they've got a wee crown on, and they've got all of these riches within their nest. And this could be your hand, and you're nurturing that situation and that goodness and those riches around you. You might not see it, but you have people who are interested in what you're doing. I feel as though they might try and talk you out of where you want to be and what you want to be doing. And again, this might be people from your past or people who have interfered in the past. And maybe it's them that are stopping you looking at whatever this is contained in this scroll. So the recommendation is at the start of April to just be quiet. There's lots and lots of energy going on. All of the planets are almost in the same sort of houses at the moment, astrologically. And we're also in eclipse season, so emotions are running high. There's a lot of energy going around. So the recommendation is to just sort of sit and not be too keen to sort of tell other people what your plans are and what you're up to. The things that you can't change, we have the Star card. And the Star card can sometimes be showing that you are perhaps not seeing everything as it should. The Star is about sort of the darkness, and it's the card that follows it follows the Tower, and the Tower is all about sudden change. The Star gives you some stability. But I think that this is saying that you know deep down that you are moving in the right direction, and that if you play by the rules and sort of stick with convention, everything is going to work out as it should. So I think that you just have to trust that things are going to work out, because with trust you don't have to change anything. And this is what it's saying, that if you follow the path and you you follow the guidance of just keeping quiet at the moment, and to maybe turn the news off, and stop taking on other people's anxiety. That you will find yourself in this beautiful balanced position. The outcome of all of this is the King of Discs, and that is the King of Pentacles in the traditional suit, and he's a really lovely card. Again, it doesn't have to be somebody male. It might mean that there's somebody coming into your life who is very successful and rich, but I think this just means Discs and Pentacles can be about health as much as wealth and assets that you might gain. So although this is showing that you have these potential sort of gifts and riches that you might get, I feel as though this is emotional. It's a well-being outcome that you get here, and it is about it's about being secure and knowing that you're in charge. You're in charge of your own mind, you're in charge of your wealth and your health. And I think that you have stopped looking back, and by doing that and doing some self-care and just keeping yourself to yourself a little bit, I think that you find yourself with a new wealth where you don't need to rely on anybody else. Kings are the kind of the rulers, you know, they're in charge of their destiny and their kingdom. And I think that that's where you're going to be as well. So I hope that's been useful. Please check back because I will be doing more readings soon. I would love it if you would like, share and subscribe. And I will be with you again soon. Thanks, Aries. Take care. Bye.